We casted them doing some Sandhog games, and they were a really strong team when it comes down to it because their synergy is so strong. And even with the reformation was Liquid, I still think that they're still one of the best teams when it comes down to it.
Oh, yeah.
But to go to the point of saying that they will win it by default, I'm like, I'm a little bit unsure because I do think that on Sandhog, Irango, I think other teams will take a win, but I do think Sandhog, I literally would not be surprised if it's another Chinese win because of the point I mentioned earlier. Actually, we're going to go straight into the early action. It's going to be Bigatron versus Zeus, man. They're going to be taking a fight over here. It's going to be bootcamp action. I love to see it. Godless going to be over there with the UMP, going to take a few shots, and he loses it. And we just begun, man. That's going to be a BTR already up to a bunch of kills and a squad wipe. The Zeus boys away.
Hashtag BTR win in chat. Hashtag Indo Pride, because what a way to start the Sandhog game. What a way to shut down, I suppose, a little bit of doubtfulness coming from myself and Maxman so far in the early game, taking down Zeus. No less, right? Zeus, who are currently second in the overall standings. Take care then. Bye-bye now. BTR on track in the early game of Sandhog. And hey, cannot go wrong with that one. And we did see phase 1 pop up. It's not too bad for the most part. It does cover a lot of the mainland, and all these teams I think will be very happy with how this phase 1 has shown up so far.
And did you guys feel that I was unprepared for that fight? Because I was not ready.
You were not. You were totally not ready.
I was about to drink too, and I was like, wait a minute, I don't have time to drink. Now
to be fair, I should have said that because I know that Zeus like to drop in bootcamp, and I know BTR like to drop in bootcamp.
I know too, but I wasn't expecting it to go like. I wasn't expecting a shebang instantly, like both going into that building in the center. It's going to be Self then of RNG, going to go for the engaged knife off angle coming out from ZC. He's going to be turning that into a knock. They're going to jump over. He's going to do a little bit of Assassin's Creed. Different game, but that's okay. Six is going to be bleeding to his doom. And he's going to go straight back to the lobby. Feels a bad man indeed. But really, some early action on unfolding. Love to see it. But that, we've got to talk especially about Zeus, right? What does this mean for them in the grand scheme of things? They were 33 points in. They were second position. And seeing the big performances coming out from RNG, Bigatron, Huya, the chances of them actually being overtaken because of them dying early here are actually pretty big. So that is a pretty scary one because let's not forget, it's such a short-term tournament. That one early death could mean everything going downhill for Zeus.
It could, but I would kind of preface that by saying that one, this is still only day 1 out of 3. 2,
out of 3.
This was in Sandhog, which is only played once a day. So I don't think it's really going to affect Zeus too much in terms of mentality. It is clearly going to see Huya, BTR, RNG kind of get much closer or even overtake them, but I don't think it'll hurt them too much.
I think it'll be okay overall, but it's just it is a slippery slope, you know, PUBG Mobile. It's also a mental game. Like, oh man, we just died to BTR and they were just like right behind us. Like, oh man, what do you do with that mental state? So hopefully it doesn't hurt them too much. But we see many times, I think teams get frustrated upon hitting these kind of situations. So I'm just hoping that for the Mongolian team of Zeus, it will not be the case. So Reject, playing a little bit of a dangerous game. Don't get too close to the flame or you might just burn yourself. Is they going to be going for the push? And Lapis is actually going to go for it. This is Bigatron home territory. This is their den. Are you sure you want to go for this one? I mean, they're going slow. He's looting up a little bit. Ryzen's going to get picked up. Actually makes it over. And now they know. It's actually so big for Reject Scarlet. For Reject. Reason why, Imperium? This is a fact. They know BTR currently doing a 2-2 split. They know they not got the advantage if they put 100% of their full team focus onto one location, which is why I'm surprised they're actually going for a 3-1 split themselves. But Lapis, he's going to be the one going for the initiation.
It's more of a 2-1-1 split, actually. Because
actually, yeah, I thought they were a little bit closer with the angle.
More,
but
it's more of a 2-1-1 split. Right. So they, in my opinion, are more exposed than BTR because Liquid and Ryzen, they're going to be able to support each other. You know, Luxie and Zuxi together supporting each other. Plus, because they didn't secure a knock, in my opinion, okay, fair play. These Reject do have a 3-1 now, so I think that's a little bit healthier. But I would definitely think that Reject need to rethink how they approach this fight.
They're like, Maxman said 3-1. Oh, we go 3-1 now. We try and regroup, but Divine's going to be the one pushing. Liquid picks it up, and it's going to be Sarah from a distance too, behind that rock, taking a few shots himself.
Great tracking.
Not looking amazing. You can see all the players of BTR are so focused, but there's also shots from a distance. And BTR, they got eyes everywhere. They're so aware. They got the spidey sense currently tingling. They are just going to be hitting again. Liquid going to heal up with a few bandages. And I said it, Reject. I like the initiation, but the fact is that now they allow Bigatron to move away from those buildings. Now they do not have that advantage anymore. And Zuxi, I'm looking at him. He's got to be very careful because right behind him is one player of Reject, and he has no idea he's there inside Bootcamp.
Yeah, but why is he still there, right? I really, because I think Duelo is doing just as good of a job of kind of supporting the rest of the team as not Sarah, but the fourth player that is inside Bootcamp. So I really think, again, reacting a little bit better to this Lapis, it is.
Yeah.
I think it would prove to be a little bit more effective. Like, what is Lapis even able to do right now in the Lobster building? He's not really able to do anything. Maybe slow down Zuxi, but that's nothing. That's not good enough. Lapis, you need to be better.
I was about to say, I would love to see him go onto the rooftops, get a little bit of a better bird's eye view of his current location. I would not take those shots because you should know, like, Zuxi's there, and I do not know if he has 100% information on that. Hopefully he does, and if he does, he's just going to make sure that Zuxi can't rejoin and regroup with his team. That would be the play. We actually got seeing people actually play the rooftops of this compound for Warriors. That is very, very rarely seen because it's typically a position where you could get backstabbed and taken down by an off angle on the side. But Nepal versus China, apparently we're going to be having DRS taking that fight versus Weibo. As Weibo having one play knocked away is not flushed just yet. But this is it. And I got to say, I love this push coming up on BTR. They know that they got in such a bad position. Reject losing 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, as they say. They're going to be going down the drain. And it's only going to be Lapis left remaining inside Bootcamp itself. Unfortunately, Imperium, we both know that this position here is dreadful to hold on to because you can get shot by Warriors on the side.
Yep.
Reject, they played, and unfortunately, they lost.
So there's two elements in my eyes why that fight went in the favor of BTR. One, the tracking from Liquid alone was beautiful, but two, Reject handed them that fight, right? Single-handedly, by Lapis being so far away. There's nothing really that they could, do about that. They got themselves into a little bit of a position, but then they got caught out. And when they got caught out, there was no exit strategy. And in that kind of position, not having an exit strategy, it just leaves you so much more exposed. So indeed, that's what happened. Phase 2 shifts heavily up north, where there's quite a decent bit of water in play. That's a little bit unusual for Sanhok. And compare, especially considering what we had in Miramar, it's a little bit like, oh, really? More water in play?
I'll take it. Hey man, I like myself. I said I'm an evil person. I'm an evil psyche. I like to see teams struggle. He's going to go for the push, though. There's going to be an engaged DRS. Going to be a nice nade coming out from Z99. That's going to be taking him down. Weibo not giving up whatsoever. They also got the res on the fallen teammate. Not sure who it was earlier. I thought it was Ming. He's still going to be running about. And DRS being spread like this so late into the early game of Sanhok. Not going to lie, I don't quite get it. And that's going to allow them to get themselves the kill confirmed. BBZ, that's a kill coming his way.
Especially because DRZ got the first knock into Weibo. So if you're going to go for the shots to get the knock, you got to be damn sure that you're able to do something with that as a team. And if you're so far spread apart, well, what do you expect? Right, this isn't kindergarten. They're going to punish you back. And that's what happened to DRS. They're down to 2. They're away from the circle. And it was all down to the fact that they got a knock onto Weibo Gaming, whereas if they had enough, they probably would have still be surviving as a full squad.
But what if it was Kindergarten Imperium? What it was?
They probably just get a toy hammer to the head or something like that, you know? I don't know, like
a squeaky toy.
Yeah, squeaky. What? They're not animals, like.
Geek Fam also going to be moving their way forward. I always find it very scary when you start roaming next to this top side of the river up north of the map. I think it's a position where you could very easily get surprised. So Geek are going for it. Lucky enough for them, there's no one, but we know that they don't. So they're just getting completely blindfolded as Weibo. They're going to go for the push. They look for a compound. They're lucky for this one. Their compound is not occupied. If it was, they would be currently in a lot of trouble. But they're going to find it. But yet that circle, that position not in circle itself. So they got to keep on moving away from the southeast. And I would say going up northeast would be a really good option for them to make sure they can avoid as many encounters as possible while also getting and holding on to what I would say a really strong position in the circle.
I agree. I really agree. So you're dead right on that move if it is pulled off. One thing that I noticed as well, Weibo using, I think, 3 vehicles. And vehicles are something that has become stronger within the meta of the global version, but it's even more beneficial in the meta of game for peace because how much harder it is to take somebody out as you're moving in a vehicle. So I really like that from Weibo Gaming. And say it, please say it.
Botation coming out. Botation time from Team Secret. I mean, man, they're the sneaky devils of this game today. I swear to God, they are just avoiding the fights. Like, hey, game 1, we couldn't win the fights. Game 2, game 3, how about we don't fight? then we'll be good, right? So that's going to be their aim, and they're going to try and stay at bay for as long as possible. Popping a few players down into the water.
I like that. I like that.
The reason why normally what you want to do with positions like that, you want to jump out, keep the boat in the open, put the players behind so they can't get shot from a distance. I believe that's what they're going to go for. But the circle moves away. They got some really strong compounds up north, but now... Lapis actually was able to roam there? Make it through all of those teams and make it in that specific position?
Crazy.
I do not know how he did it, but man, he's a sneaky devil for sure. I have no idea how that worked out.
It worked out in the end, and let's see if he can do something with that. Definitely strange that it worked out without him getting caught out, considering there's still 49 players and 14 teams left in the lobby. That circle shift, of course, allows Cow and Tabrak to be played in as RNG. You're going to have to push the Warriors coming in, but the Sun gets taken out.
Sung, that's going to be, unfortunately, going to be revenged upon by his team. Warriors going to be getting himself some nice knocks down to 2, though, unfortunately. RNG got some sneaky angles on the side. Molly's going to be coming out, cutting the wall away this little window. I think Junie's going to be completely fine as all the Mollies coming out, all the nades coming out, all the utility coming through from RNG. The Warriors, it was a good initiation, but unfortunately losing 2 players instantly afterwards definitely put a big break to that initial engage. RNG having 77H6, the Wi-Fi password man taken down. It's only going to be XZ1 remaining, and Weibo could be looking for a third-party angle to secure those kills and steal them for themselves.
I still think that was a good push from Warriors. I know, I get what you're saying, but I liked it. I suppose that's it. I more liked it than anything. And at the end of the day, RNG kind of got third-party by Weibo as well. And Weibo are getting third-party by Valdez. So the way Sanhok works, right? You third-party one team, you get third-party by another. It's a beautiful, vicious cycle that is Sanhok.
Your face cam's dead, Imperium. I don't know if you realize.
Oh, is it? Okay, I think my battery's dead.
You got a black face cam right now. It's just
okay. Let's charge that bad boy.
Just gone.
I'll change to my secondary camera anyway, so it's all good.
Hey guys, you don't know, but Imperium, he's just rolling in money right now. He's got like 27 cameras. He's feeling it. He's vibing. It's gonna connect everything.
27 cameras.
Yeah, man. I know Tommy bought 28, right? He's got 28 now. Sorry, Imperium. I apologize. He's got 28 cameras right now.
And I've got 35 lenses.
Exactly. He's got everything, man. He's rolling in them lenses. That's for sure. But Liquid, he's not rolling in happiness as he's about to get potentially taken down by Geek Fam. The rest of Bigatron's going to be up above, so maybe a way to facilitate and take away the burden on the shoulders of Liquid right now. And trying to heal his way up. Jump over the wall. Can he make it undetected away from Geek Fam? Seem like he's going to be fine. Zux is there to assist him, and they're going to be good. But now they're also on this ridge line. So Geek Fam, to make it away from that position, is going to be just so tricky for them. Because now the circle is going to be popping up, and it's going to go over to the southwest. And that's going to be potentially amazing for the likes of Power 888. As they have a few access to decent positions. But I said it. I wanted to see HVNB in a good position. They have currently the Woodstock up northwest of this current circle. So they could very easily play from that position. Then control. Now let's see if they can try and capitalize on that opportunity. It's Geek Fam. They're finally going to go for the engage. She's going to go for a little bit of a smoke up above. Not going to be doing too much in the grand scheme of things. Oh, it's not a smoke. It's actually a grenade. I was wrong, but Tom's, he's going to be right. As Zux is going to get picked up. That's one of the 2 twins taken on down. As now it's going to be Liquid, left-handed away. The new addition to the Bigatron roster is going to be popping off. Is going to keep them up on their 2 legs. But Liquid, unfortunately, will be taken down by Aldino. And Geek Fam take down the Bigatron boys.
Oh, man. Hey, you know what? Geek against BTR, you know what? Indonesia against Indonesia, I think they'll kind of take that, you know what I mean? It's kind of, hey, it's like handing the torch over. It's like, well, if it's not us, let it be you. Good play by Geek Fam.
Your camera's so small now.
I know.
Imperium, where are you?
It's not the most important thing. I fixed the one for in between the games, and I'll fix the one in game afterwards, whatever. Yeah, sorry about that one.
He's small Imperium. Small.
Okay, now I'm going to have to fix it now, because you...
Small Imperium. Weibo up to already 3 kills. Lead hasn't got any so far. It's going to be 1-4-Z99, BBZ, and also Ming. They are going to keep the pressure down. HVNB, though, they are slowly but surely crawling their way into the kill feed, which is what I wanted to see happen after the last game. I said it, I think they got a lot of promises. I think this Vietnamese team can really bring a lot to the table. So we're going to see if they can now convert that into a... I would love to see a top 3 coming out from them, especially with a circle like this, with the position they currently have at hand. I think they could very easily get a top 3, at least in overall points, maybe not in position if the circle moves away. They're still going to be looking set as Weibo, once again, going to be on the move. Big spread over onto the northeast. But that's why I mentioned Ryan Imperium earlier. I said I want to see them roam over to the northeast. Is the easiest entry point to avoid teams. And Weibo doing exactly what I wanted to see coming out from them.
For sure, for sure. I fixed my camera, so I'm not small boy now. I'm not small boy. Okay, so now I can kind of get back into the game, because to be fair, I've been a little bit tuned out. Thank you for carrying my ass in the last minute or so. Team Secret still up as a full squad. I don't say that in a sarcastic way. Well, okay, a tiny bit sarcastic. It's kind of rare to see, because they've been so poor in terms of losing players early on in the first 2 games. To see them as a full squad in Sanhok, it's a good change of pace.
Really good change of pace. I really like how things are coming on through. I'm just hyped up to see what's going to be on the Team Secret Twitter feed. That's going to be the most interesting part after this game for sure. We're going to have the mid-game segment cut out for us, thanks to them. It's going to be Team Secret, though. They got to move away from this compound. They only got now 15 seconds to play around. And they're going to have to run it into the open. And because they took some shots, HVNB are 100% alert of a team coming from that global vicinity. GE picks up a kill. That's going to be up to already 4-3 in the name of GE. He's going to go potentially for an extra 4th kill onto Fluke of Power Triple 8. They are being proactive, which is, as I said, exactly wanted to see coming out from them. But unfortunately, Team Secret, that was a call, a despair call coming out from them. They had to go for the push, and I think that they're not going to go any further than this position. It seems almost unfeasible.
And I understand HVMB kind of technically gatekeeping them, but I can't help but feel that this position is, unless HVMP sends one player more south, that is kind of going to go against them, because they're really going to be moving in a lot more blindly to this next phase should it move away. Either way, indeed, Team Secret now down to 1. That's a little bit more normal Mad Toy trying to survive in the blue.
He's going to try his best, but I think he's just trying to get extra positioning points on this one. Though 10th position, we know Imperium is not going to rely on really too much. Oh man, that's a lot of utility chucked away by Valdez the Murder. Martin Goey's going to be up on the front line, both down to about 1/3 HP, so this is not the fight they're really willing to take. Tom's going to go for a few bloom shots into the smoke, going to try and wrap around. Can he spot him out? He does spot him away. That's going to be Tom's picking up 1. Going to go for a lot more, though. They're still up to 3. Katu was the one taken down earlier. Valdez the Murder. Concept's going to be taken away also. There's going to be Martin left alone. Martin, now in a 1v2 scenario. He's going to get pushed upon. Picks up one to the right of Tom. Ardino's going to be joining it up, but that's the end for Valdez the Murder as they get eliminated from this game in 8th position.
And the circle does actually center up to the point where HVMB are still inside. They're still looking good inside that warehouse. The logging cabins of the cow area, sorry, Tapmock is still in play. As Geek Fam are going to have to move in, but they have Weibo looking in the distance.
Weibo trying to weeb it out on this one for sure. They're going to chuck a bunch of anime references towards Geek, and they are not going to be able to take it for themselves. There's going to be too much to bear with for the human mind.
Oh, third party.
And HVNB, there you go. They're going to be trying to get a little bit involved. He's mentioned Imperium, third party from down below. That's an angle that's not really too easy to hit, and yet they're able to get some good presence. Aldino is trying his very best to get himself the first aid, get the res onto his teammate. Even then, I think that they are hurting a lot. And I understand why we're not pushing this fully, because I'm not sure if they know that this is Geek. If they read the kill feed earlier, they might have fully known it was Geek. But unfortunately, they're... Oh, nice shot coming out from Liebe. He's got like a split-second window to get that headshot. Boom. Instantly converts it. Though Toms did have the time to get rezzed away, it's still going to be up as a 2-man crew, as Tom's trying his best to dissipate, move away. The smokes are going to be there to somewhat assist it, but also helping Weibo to push their way forward and put the pressure down onto Geek Fam. Geek Fam getting 1 player picked away by Fluke of Power Triple 8, and the third parties are absolutely roaring in this game.
I think it was a bad idea that Aladdin got that knock, went to go for that revive on Tom's, because I think that really hurt Geek Fam's momentum and allowed them to get third party. But Weibo come in, they not only take down last player, Geek Fan, but they also eliminate Power Triple Eight. 8 kills so far in this game for Weibo Gaming, the current leaders of the pack in day 1 of the PEI, and they don't look like they're stopping anytime soon.
Okay, HVNB, this is your time to prove me I was right to pick you guys.
Yes.
As Team Secret get eliminated, they're going to be out in top 4. Top 3 teams in this one. Man, can we just mention the fact that Weibo, they're going to get themselves 3, and I mean 3 top 3s back to back to back.
Yep.
That is nutty. Absolutely nutty. And I did mention I think a Chinese team will be the one to actually come out on top and take the win. But Warriors also, they were part of the last 2 standing teams in last game. It seemed like we're starting to see a little bit of consistency coming out from a few of these squads in these games today. The Warriors, Fabian gets absolutely taken on down. The Blue Zone picks up Junie also as they overstep their welcome. That's it. The Korean team is out in 3rd. And now it's a battle of the wits. Survival of the fittest between HVNB and Weibo.
1-1 split essentially from HVMB. I don't like that. Plus, they left it so late to reposition from the warehouse that despite them getting knocked, they got a player knocked down in front as Ming moves in.
GE's going to be there trying to go for the res. Does he have enough time, though? One player's going to be knocked away onto the side. BBC leader on their knees. Z99 and Ming going to try and go for the res. But this is it. They got that wall, and they know they're going to try and suffocate them in this position, in this compound. Rabies can't join around behind those logs. So I do believe that that's going to be the end. They're going to be down to a 2-man squad, while Z99 on the off angle is going to try and create that pressure, make sure they can't move away, as Ming's going to be up to now 5 kills. He's absolutely shredding the competition as HVNB getting clustered, getting strangled out in the blue, and that is going to be not only the 3rd chicken dinner for Chinese team, it's going to be the 2nd going away of Team Weibo.
Like, my God, Weibo just gives 0